What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my opinions of facts. I've been away for a few days, but I'm back in the flesh. It's the weekend. We got a lot to get into. We got the MLB picks for today, NBA picks today. A lot going on. I know a lot of you probably been tuned to the NFL draft. You know that's been going a little crazy. We'll see what happens with Shador today. See if he gets picked up. But in the meantime, between time, let's get it on. Let's get back into the mix of things. First, I want to give you guys the MLB power ranking, so that way you know where everybody's at right now, so you can choose how you pick and how to go. So, we got first this week. It was the Dodgers, number one team, coming back in with the power rankings, of course. Still World Series bound. They look for that repeat, and they've been holding up strong, except for last night. And my people on TikTok see, yeah, Schemes put them blanked them out. No hits or no scores, I should say. No runs at all. 3-0. Blanked them out last night. Gotta get the Pirates a salute for that one. And we know Schemes ain't gonna be with us for long after his first rookie contract's up. But we're gonna enjoy it while he's here. So congrats on that win right there. Number two is the Padres. They've been a little slump as of lately, but I still think that they might be the team that get there two in the World Series. So I'm looking forward for that to happen. And number three is the Mets. Sorry about that. Number three is the Mets coming in third. They've been pulling together. They've definitely on a nice winning streak, but I don't know. Just feel like you can't trust them at the end. But it's still holding high. Number three in the power rankings. Number four, we got the Yankees. And you see today their game's postponed against the Blue Jays, so I won't have a pick on that. There's a lot of rain out here on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Everywhere out east is raining. So that game's postponed. But yeah, number four is the Yankees this week. Number five, we got the Giants. Like I said, they're looking good, looking, like true veterans as they do. And I see them, I think they're gonna make a deep run into the playoffs. Number six, you got the Diamondbacks who moved up from two spots. It was 8 last week, now to number 6. I'm holding they're holding pretty good. Shocking that they're still really holding that pace, but it's good to see. So the Diamondbacks are number 6. Number 7, got the Cubs, who slipped down 3 spots from last week. But they still look good. They still looking good, in the beginning of the season. So I think they'll pick it back up and probably move back up in the rankings. Number 8, we got the Phillies, and they're sliding. I think they're on a 5-game losing streak. But they slid. They was number 4, I believe, last week. Now they slid to number 8 right now. It's not looking good for them, but we'll see what happens today when they face off against the Cubs. Number 9 is the Tigers, who's maintained the same spot as last week. They're keeping right there. Like I said, they got one of the better pitching staffs, so let's see if they bring them some wins and move them back up from where they're at right now. And coming at number 10, the Texas Rangers. They're looking pretty good, but they just don't score. I don't know. They win, but they don't score a lot. So I don't know how that's going to work out for them, but they holding on strong in the top 10 power rankings. That's the MLB power rankings for this week. The top 10. So let's get into it. First game we got on the day, we have the Baltimore Orioles facing off the Tigers. Tigers 10-3 at home this year. Like I said, heavy lean with the Tigers. Also, this is a doubleheader too. But yeah, for the first game, it starts off at 1:00. Tigers 59% chance they got them to win. Pitching we got today. Brandon Young for the Orioles. This is the first game coming in this season. 6.75 ERA. The whip is 2.50 going off against Casey Mize, who I like. 3-1 on the season. 2.22 ERA. Whip is 0.95. I look at it like this. Casey Mize, I took him under 4.5 Ks today. I like that one. It probably went to win, but like I said, doubleheaders is really kind of tough to bet on them. I did pick both these games today. But this one I'm going with the under 4.5 Ks for Casey Mize. And I think they probably would win, but I'm sticking with that pick right there. Casey Mize under 4.5 Ks. Next game we got Boston versus Cleveland. It's up here for you guys. Hold on. Sometimes get a little slow. That's another 1:00 start for these two teams. Guardians 7-2 at home, looking good at home this year. Red Sox is below 500, 6-7 on the road. Plus 1.5 run line is for the Guardians, of course. They think it might be the day they might drop it. Well, they got to lean on a 54%. 0-2 is Tanner Houck is for the pitching, 7.66 ERA. The whip is 1.66 facing off against Ben Lively. Who I like. He's pretty decent pitcher, but he's 1-2 on the season. ERA 3.86. The whip is 1.25. This one right here, I like the Guardians to keep it going. It's gonna be rain, so I don't know if it's gonna be delay or not. Let me see what game time weather. Yeah, it's gonna be rain, so we don't know it's gonna be delay on that game or it's gonna be canceled. We'll find out. But I did make a play for this one. I went with the Guardians money line. They're 4-1 in the last 5 games. Boston's 2-3. I think the Guardians pulled this one off again. With hopefully no rain, no postpone. But right now, it looks like it might be a rain delay on the guys. But I got the Guardians in. They're looking real good right now. They're one of the teams that's picking it back up. They're trending up right now, so leaning with them for sure. Money line, I'm going with the Cleveland Guardians. Next game we got the Angels versus, excuse me, the Angels versus the Twins. Twins 7-6 at home, 7-9. The Angels are on the road. Plus 1.5 to run line in for the Angels. And there's a slight 50% lean towards the Angels to win this one today. Pitching, we got Yusai Kikuchi. This guy, I don't know how he keeps taking the mound, but he's on the mound. But he's 0-3 on the season. 3.38 is the ERA. Whip is 1.25, facing off against Simeon Woods Richardson, who is 1-2 on the season. ERA is 4.74. Whip is 1.63. This one right here, I just got the over. You got two pitchers who, I mean, they're not good at all, if you ask me, and they're going to mount against each other. So I think a lot of hits is going to be given up on this game. Should have some runs through. It's going to be nice. 56, a little on the chilly side for this time of year. You think it'd be warmer, but it's not. But it's in Minnesota, so the temperature there takes a while for it to really give us that real spring feeling. Like I said, this one I like the over. I took it at 8. I think a lot of runs going to come in. Yeah, they don't score a lot, neither team, but I think today will be the day that these players will really get get on the bases, get some runs in. So I took the over for the Angels and Twins. I like that one. I'm confident about that pick. Next one we got Milwaukee versus St. Louis. Yeah, heavy lean on St. Louis. I like St. Louis. Plus 1.5 for Milwaukee on a run line. Pitch today, we got both Quinn Preister, 1-0 on the season, ERA 1.93. The whip is 1.43. Going against Sonny Gray, the veteran. 3-0 on the season, 3.41 is the ERA. The whip is 0.86. And that's why they are, and I am leaning heavy with them. Guardians won American League in 2016. Yeah, yep, they did. But like I said, they're looking good now. They're starting to pick it back up. Like I said, they're 4-1 in the last 5 games, so I like them to get that one. Ryan, shout out to you being here on the TikTok live. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the Cardinals money line. I think this should be a pretty shouldn't be too much of a problem for them. Like I said, Price is a pretty good pitcher, but I think St. Louis, they're on an uptick. I believe. Like I said, they're 3-2 in the last 5 games. Brewers just slid. They had a nice win. Who was it? San Fran. After they just went downhill. I don't know what happened. I don't know. The bats not work for Churio. I don't know. But I think today they fall and they take another loss today. Going with decent weather, 62 degrees on a time for the pitch. Perfect sunshine out there. But I like St. Louis heavy. They won yesterday, of course, 3-2. But I like them to win today. I'm going Cardinals money line. I don't see no other way. Next game we got Cincinnati Reds versus the Rockies. And they got my second favorite pitcher in the league, Hunter Green. Hunter Green, just, man, super stud. What'd you say about the Twins games? I like the Twins. They're definitely going to lose that one. I took the Angels. I took them on, my bad. Twins and I took the over 9 on that one. Like I said, you got 2 bad pitchers on the mound. The whips is like 1.6. So that's not good at all. ERAs is like both of them above 4 in ERAs. So I'm taking it over. I think they're going to get a lot of runs in today for sure. I'm a Mets fan. Shout out to the Mets, baby. Hey, I don't know. It's just, I feel they're going, they might let you down this year. I mean, they got the players, but can they maintain and keep it going? We'll find out. We'll find out about that game. But right now, like I say, super heavily on the Reds. Like I said, my second favorite pitcher, they got pitched today, Hunter Green. 2-2 on the season, 2.35 the ERA. The whip is 0.78. Going against Antonio Senzella. Sorry, I've always messed up. Senzatelia. 1-3 on the season, 4.81 is the ERA. The whip is 1.93. I mean, I'm definitely going with the Reds. I love Hunter Green. I think, like I say, I think he's the second, third best pitcher in the league. My favorite is going to be Skeens. I I don't see them losing that all. It's the Rockies. I mean, what you expect? Unless somebody's looking for a upset day or a miracle to lay something heavy on the plus line, you can because you'll get the Rockies at plus 170. But I'm going with the Reds, and I teased the run line up to 2.5, minus 2.5. I got them. Mets are going to win that. Yeah, they're going to win the NL East. Yeah, that's a given. I said that postseason. I just the way they are, they fluctuate too much for me to give them a real push to say, yeah, they're going to get all the way there. Just they got to show me more. But as of now, they're doing the thing, Ryan, for sure. Like I said, the Reds, I teased the run line up minus 2.5. I think they should just. I think it's going to be maybe a 6-1 game, 7-2, something like that. So I took the minus 2.5 run line with the Reds. Hunter Green going to get it done. I even would take them, which I didn't do, but it wouldn't be a bad parlay with minus 2.5 run line and Hunter Green with the over and strikes. I don't see how you wouldn't get that. It should be too easy. So that's the one right there. Reds minus 2.5 run line. Next game we got the Mets from Queens, New York Mets. 6-7 on the road this season. That's what I mean by they're just too much ups and downs with me. 8-5 the Nationals are at home. Plus 1.5 the Nationals are on the run line. Heavy lean on the Mets today, of course. Why not? It's the Mets. We expect so much more out of them. Like I said, at number 5 in the power rankings. Pitching for them, Clay Holmes, 2-1 on the season, 3.16 ERA. The whip is 1.36 facing off against Brad Lord. 0-2 on the season. 1.88 is the whip, and the ERA is 4.73. Another one right here. It's kind of hard because the Nets ain't nothing to play with. They've been pretty good this season. Shockingly, they're 3-2 right now in the last 5 games, and of course the Mets are 4-1 in the last 5 games. He took a loss to the Nats yesterday. Me personally, I don't see it happening again. I like the parlay. I took the Mets money line, and I like the under 9.5. I think as far as the score, and like I said yesterday, got to 9. But other than that, if you look at the last few games, the Mets really haven't been scoring much. It's been 5. They average about maybe 5 runs a game. So, and the Nats are not scoring also either. They're averaging 4.5 runs a game. So, I can see the parlay with that Mets money line with the under 9.5 total runs. That's what I like for that game right there. To the next one we got. Excuse me. Wrong one. We got Philly. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Philly playing at the Cubs again, Wrigley Field. Cubs are 9-5 at home this year. Phillies are 4-9 in a row, not too good at all. Plus 1.5 run lines for the Cubs. Pitcher today, we got Jesus Luzardo, 2-0 on the season, 2.08 ERA. The whip is 1.09. And Ben Brown's pitching for the Cubs, of course, 2-1 on the season, 4.57 ERA, and the whip is 1.75. And like I said, though, Philly's been doing bad. They're 0-5 in the last 5 games. 4-1 the Cubs are. I just look at past the numbers. Let me see. Well, I'm Pete Fonzolins or Market fans. Hey, no, hey, no doubt. I feel you, man. I feel you. Hey, they're always good for the player props too, especially for a hit. If you like the parlay, also, like I said, you could take the under 9.5 for the Mets and Nats game. I'll take the Mets on the money line, and I'll definitely take Pete Alonso for a hit. That'd be a nice little sweet 3-leg parlay for you right there. But yeah, the Phillies been slumping. Outside of numbers, like I said, they got the ace on the mound for them, the Jesus Luzardo. I think they break out the slump. I think today happens. Excuse me. I took them on the money line. I don't see, let me see. David Edison. Yes, facts. Hey, Kodai, hell of a pitcher, man. One hell of a pitcher. Kodai Senga, definitely one of them guys up there, pure ace. But yeah, I like the Phillies money line. I think they're going to break that 5-game losing streak. They have the veteran bats. Yes, they're older, but they're vets, and I think they find a way to get out of it finally. Of course, the heavy lean is on the Cubs. But I like the Philly money line today. I took that. I'm leaning on that heavy. I think they break out that slump and try to get back to prominence and hopefully go up on an uptrend. And because they fell to number 9 on the power rankings. So we'll see what happens today. Next game we got the Texas Rangers versus the Giants. 2 teams in the power rankings, top 10. The Giants was number 5. The Rangers was number 10. You got the heavy lean on the Giants today, 57%. Feel they can pull this off today. Plus 1.5, the run line is for the Rangers. Pitcher today, we got for the Rangers, Tyler Mahl, who's 3-0 on the season, 0.68 ERA. The whip is 0.83. Facing off against Robbie Ray, who's a lefty ace out of the Giants, 3-0 on the season also, 4.07 is the ERA, and the whip is 1.56. Couldn't find a winner, so you know with me, them type of ERAs and them type of whips, I'm definitely taking the under on this one. I caught the under at under 8. That's my best play for that one. Like I said, you got two aces like this on the mound. I don't see a lot of runs going in. I can see it being maybe a 3-2 type game, 3-2, 4-2. And yesterday, like I said, the Raiders won, but it was 2-0. So low scoring game. It's gonna be chilly 49 degrees too in San Fran. So when there's that type of chilly temperature, I don't know. And that's in the afternoon too. So we see. I don't think the bats will work too good. I'm taking the under 8 for that game right there. Next game we got coming up. Who the team that is surprising a lot of people. The schedule favored them also too, but hey, they can't help who they get scheduled against as long as you win. White Sox 2-12 on the road. Go against the A's who are 5-8 at home. Plus 1.5. The run line, of course, is for the White Sox. Pitch today, we got Jonathan Cannon for the White Sox, 0-3 on the season, 4.81 the ERA, and the whip is 1.56, facing off against one of my favorite pitchers, the lefty Jeffrey Springs. He is 3-2 on the season, 5.64 is the ERA. The whip is 1.66. I'm taking the A's for sure. I like how the A's been looking this year. I don't expect them to get too far, but they're doing good because next year they will be in Las Vegas, and I think they're making a good impression when they get there to gain some fans. Keep their old fans in Oakland, but also gain new fans in Las Vegas. So they're making a good look so far for them. Heavy lean for them in the win is 59%. I'm going with them for sure. They won by 1 yesterday. I think it was 5-6 or something like that. So I'm going back again. I'm running with them. Money line I'm taking for the A's. There's nothing else Border Express on that. The White Sox are the White Sox. So whoever's confident in them, good luck on that one. Like I said, back again, we have the doubleheader I said from Detroit and the Orioles. Like I said, this one again, they're leading in, of course, Detroit heavy, and they're also number 8 on the power ranking 10. I don't know. I'm just shocked. So pitching the evening game is Charlie Morton, who's 0-5 on the season. ERA 10.89. Whip is 2.23. I thought the Orioles were going to pick it up once they had Gunnar Henderson coming back, but that's not the case right now. So I know what's going on with them guys. In Detroit, 3-2 on the last 5 games. The Orioles is 2-3. They won last night, of course, when they beat the Nats, but doubleheader. By the time it's only going to be 55 degrees, so it's still going to be kind of chilly in Detroit. But I got Detroit beating them again. I don't see no way to look at it anyway. They don't have a pitcher. They name a pitcher yet for that game, but whoever's going on the mound, the way the Orioles are looking, their bats are looking, I don't see no promise for them. So I'm going Detroit again for the money line for that doubleheader right there. Next game we have coming up, we have Houston Astros going off against the Royals, who is looking really, really good. Shockingly, I didn't think they was going to come off with a fresh start like this. A nice start, but here they are. Plus 1.5 is a run line today for the Royals because nobody believes they are going to win 6 games in a row. I don't have confidence in that either. But the Astros 3-2. They lost against the Royals yesterday, but I don't know. It's going to be a good one. Framber Valdez, the lefty out of Houston, pitching today, 1-2 on the season, 4.50 is the ERA. The whip is 1.36, facing off against Michael Wacha. I don't know why he takes them out, but he's on 3 this season. 4.15 is the ERA. The whip is 1.31. I'm going with the Royals again. I know they're favoring the Astros. It seems logical to take them because who believes the Royals going to win again? Who thinks they're going to get 6 in a row? That's going to be a shocker for most, but hey, you know what? I believe in them. I'm going with the Royals money line. We're taking them. We're going to make it 6 in a row for them guys. I think they're on an uptrend. They might crack the top 10 next week for power rankings MLB. We'll see what happens there. But until then, I'm going with them guys. I'm taking the Royals money line tonight. They're going to make it 6 in a row at home. Next game we have coming up, the Braves, who I think maybe they finally found their feet to get moving. Facing off against the Diamondbacks, who are number 8 on the MLB Power Rankings, 7-7 at home, 3-11. The Braves are on the road. And they got a little heavy, not heavy, a little favorite leaning towards the Braves. Plus 1.5 run line, of course, for Arizona. Pitching today, we got for the Braves, Grant Holmes. 2-1 on the season. ERA is 3.22 with the whip of 1.21. Facing off against Merrill Kelly, he was 3-1 on the season, 4.73 ERA. The whip is 1.16. I'm taking the Braves. I think they finally I think it's their time. Like I said, Acuna and Strider still out. I think when's Acuna come back? Yeah, Acuna come back next week. That'll be a real good plus for them. But yeah, the Braves 4-1 in the last 5 games. 2 or 3 of them Diamondbacks are. I think the Braves, it's their time. I think they get it going right now. I think they get it going right now for them. So I'm taking the Braves money line. They're gonna start coming alive because they got to do it now because this is not, like I said, baseball. I always stress this point. You don't want to go into the All-Star break and have to play chase during the second half of the season. So I think they pick it up. They start getting the wins, and I think they creep their way into the top 10 MLB rankings. That's what I see in the Braves. So I'm taking the Braves today for sure. I get them on the money line. Next up, we have Tampa Bay Rays facing off against the Padres, who are 12-2 at home. Rays on 3-4 in a row. Heavy lean with the Padres today, 56% going with the Padres. Plus 1.5 to run line, of course, for the Tampa Bay Rays. And the pitchers for today, we got Ryan Pepiot, who has 1-3 on the season, ERA 4.82. Whip is 1.50. Facing off against Dylan Cease, 1-1 on the season. ERA is 6.04. The whip is 1.50. With this one right here, it's funny how they got the over-under at 6.5. I mean, yeah, you got to... Pepiot's not really that good to me. I don't think he's all right, but Dallas Cease, of course, he's one of them guys. I don't see that, but nonetheless, I'm taking the Padres money line. I think they picked things back up. They haven't been looking too good. 2-game skid, and just the way it looked. I mean, the guys bats are not hitting. 3-2 the Rays are in the last 5 games. I think the Padres do what they need to do tonight. Pitcher's going to do them justice, and I think Fernando Tatis is going to he might homer tonight. I think he might get a home run tonight. I like that look. But nonetheless, I'm going with the Padres getting a victory today to get up out that 2-game skid. Bring things back in perspective. So Padres money line I'm going with. The next game, we got my Pirates, who my man Ski is put on the show last night. No runs allowed, baby. No runs allowed. And he shows that I am the best pitcher in the league, or should be suggested to be that. Plus 1.5, of course, the Pirates are today because they had Mitch Keller pitching, who was 1-2 on the season. ERA 4.18, face with a whip of 1.36, facing off against, Rocky Sasaki. 0-1 on the season, 3.20 is the ERA. The whip is 1.47. I like Mitch Keller. I always did. I never thought, a lot of people give him slack, but he's not a bad drop off when, Skeens is not pitching. So I like what he does. I like his style of pitching. Who I'm picking in this game? I'm going with the over. Not so much that I think that the Pirates are going to score a lot. I just think that the Dodgers bring it back because you're blanking out the Dodgers. Of course, they're number 1 in the power rankings. I think blanking them out, they come back tonight and they're going to get some runs up there. I can see this game being 9-3 or something like that. I think it's going to be high scoring. Mainly part of the Pirates going to give up a lot of runs. So I took the over 8.5 for that game. If you want to parlay it up, I'll take that. You could probably parlay the Dodgers and Pirates over with Ohtani getting 2 bases. I like that for a play. So, that's how I look at that game. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, my bad. I was looking the wrong game. 58 degrees, thunderstorm. So it might storm at that time. So you might have a delay out there. I don't know. They didn't say nothing yet, so it might be a delay or postpone. We'll find out about that. We'll just make sure when you bet that game, just keep looking at the weather report. But I'm taking over 8.5 tonight for that game. Like I say, they do get on the field and they do play that game. It's going to be a lot of scoring. Next game, the last game we have coming up, the Marlins versus the Mariners. Mariners 8-6 at home this year. Marlins are 4-5. Plus 1.5, the Marlins are on the run line. Pitching for the Marlins tonight, we have Connor Gillespie, 0-2 on the season, 6.75 is the ERA. The whip is 1.42. Going against Luis Castillo, 2-2 on the season. ERA is 4.44, whip of 1.59. Yep, I'm taking the Mariners on run line. I don't see what the Marlins could do with this guy. I love him as a pitcher. He wins a lot for me. Although, the Marlins won yesterday convincingly, but I think they bounced back today. The Mariners bounce back, win today. I think they win by 2 runs for sure. So I'm confident in that one. Taking the Mariners, like I said, run line 1.5 for the Mariners. And the last game, like I said, that's postponed today. Toronto and the Yankees. There will be no game today for them teams. So that is the wrap for baseball. I am going to be shifting here right now to the NBA picks tonight for the playoffs. So we got the first game coming up at 1:00. We got Cleveland. They're playing in South Beach today against the Heat. This one right here. Let me get my notes. When it comes to basketball, more in the player props, but like I said, the spread's 5.5, plus 5.5 for the Sorry about that. For the Heat. Yeah, like I said, heavy lean on Cleveland. They think Cleveland is going to. It was important for Cleveland to win these games early, to win the series. Early, just to get up out because they're going to need a rest. They want to get the rest quick as possible because Boston's going to do what they have to do to get their series sweep. So I'm gonna rock with that. But as far as player props, I think the Heat give them what they have to give them. They're gonna throw everything at them boys. I think Wiggins get 15 points tonight on the player prop, and I'm linking that with Bam getting 18 points. I think these two guys are gonna do what they got to do, and I think they're gonna play tough. So I got that going with that's my parlay. The Heat. I think Wiggins and Bam is gonna do what they need to do. Will they pull the victory? I doubt it, but I'm going with 15 for Wiggins, 18 for Bam. That's what I'm taking for that game. If you want a winner, I think Cleveland definitely wins this game. Like I said, they can get 2 down there, go home and get rest quick as possible because it's going to be important to the later rounds for them. So it's important for them to get this win. But I think the Heat going to give it, going to play one hell of a game. And I got, like I said, Wiggins 15 points, Bam with 18 points. To the next game, we have the Nuggets. What a story for them in the last month, but here they are. They're giving them 6.5 today, plus 6.5. Heavily on the Clippers, like I think so. Also, with this one too. Also, I'm player prop again. 25 for Kawhi. This is the Kawhi we all been waiting for. Excuse me. This is what we've been waiting for. I think he's came alive now. It's his time, and when he plays, and man, it's like watching Jordan and Kobe. He just really shuts things down. Like he gets it done. It's boom. Lights out. So 25 Kawhi, and I think Harden gets 10 assists, and that's my parlay. But if you want me to think a winner, I got the Clippers. I think the Clippers got their number. I think the Nuggets are just struggling. Jokic just needs different help. I think Jamal Murray showing his true colors of who I thought he was. I never thought he was that elite player. He just looked good in the system that they had. So the system of what they had is gone. Mark Malone is out of there. So the locker room's probably dismantled, and I don't see him winning this one. I like the Clippers for the win if you want to do that. But my parlay is going to be Kawhi 25 points, Harden gets 10 assists, and I think the Clippers pull another one at home. So I'm going with that one. Next game we got the Thunder going against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies was they gave it they all, so much so that Morant got hurt again, tried to do something he shouldn't have did. He wanted to do a highlight instead of just try to win the game. Caused himself an injury. He's a game time decision right now. So I don't know if he's going to make it or not. It's really tight on that. So we'll see how that goes. I honestly don't think he's going to play because honestly, they really don't think they're going to beat the Thunder. I think they took the confidence that they had. I think they're going to get swept. So I see for me, what I took today, Hardenstein get 10 rebounds. Chet, who been balling, who we've been waiting for to come about. I been knew he was that dude, and he's really coming alive. And for him, if you know how it be going, he trying to prove to everybody he's better than Wemby. And he really thinks that when the two battle against each other, he really showed out. So I think Chet gets 20 points tonight. Hardenstein gets 10 rebounds, and I like the Thunder for the win. Like I said, get the brooms ready. Grizzlies going to Cancun. I think Ja Morant going to take an earlier vacation because I don't see him play tonight. There's really no reason to. There's no way to get back into this series at all. So Yeah, that's what I'm going with. One more time. Harnstein for 10 rebounds. Shet Holmgren, 20 points. And I like the Thunder for the win. That's my parlay for that one. And the last game of the night, we have the Rockets playing in Golden State. I'm still looking here. Game time decision for Payton and Butler. Butler going to risk it. I don't know. We'll see what he does. I kind of think he probably does play because there's a lot riding on what they was going to do with him. They got him for a reason. They felt they had to push to the final, so he probably going to play. But my play for that game, I'm taking Jalen Green and go back again, do score his points. I think he gets 21 tonight. And the Warriors that do got a chance to win, I'm banking on Brandon Pozemski to get three threes because they're going to need they're going to need other help. If these players got to chip in, if Gold State will do it, the role players got to chip in. So Brandon, like they're going to be dependent on him. So I think he gets three threes tonight. So that's my parlay. Jalen Green, 21 points. Brandon Pozemski to get three threes. To me, like I said, yeah, they got next season, but as we know, Golden State don't have much time left. And Steph will be turning 38 next season. Butler, I think, will be 35, something like that, 34, 35. Green will be 37 next. So these guys know there's not much time left. And I think their window opportunity to sniff the finals or the Western Conference Finals at least, it's now. So Jimmy probably gonna get in there tonight because they're gonna need it all. Hopefully they can get another one and try to get a win and get up out the series somewhat healthy. But they're banged up tonight. Butler, like I said, it's their primary everything, defender and scorer. So without Butler, there's no chance at all. But like I said, with this one, I'm definitely going with Jalen Green and Brandon for the parlay. Brandon Pazinski get three threes. If Golden State is coming close or win this game, he's going to get three threes. They're going to need that. Jalen Green, if the Rockets do what they did to him last game, Jalen Green going to go off 21. I can see him getting 25 points with that one. But but if I had to take a winner for me, I love Golden State, but I'm going to go. I think nah. Veteran leadership, I think Curry and Green might be able to put enough fire in them guys, Kaminga and them to pull this off. So I got Golden State on the money line. I like them on the money line. Golden State on the money line, I'm rocking with, but the player props at that Jalen Green, 21 points, and Brandon Pozemski to get three threes. That's what I'm rocking with. Let's say you got for the first tip-off games, you got an hour left for that and baseball. So sorry I've been gone for a few days, everybody, but I will be back again tomorrow with the picks of MLB and NBA playoff games. Make sure you tune in. Appreciate everybody who jumped back in and everybody who hasn't seen me for a few days. Take care of stuff, but I am back. I'll be back again tomorrow. We won't get to this, so let's get back to the winning side of things, y'all. And good luck. Let's make these picks work. Cecilia, yours. I'm signing off. It's Izzy. He gets busy. Until next time, man. Let's get this money, man. All right, everybody on TikTok.